Hello, everyone, for the fourth YogaFit Level One practice of this series. Hope everyone's doing well. Again, I'm Michael, spinning and yoga instructor from Westside and Davis YMCA's here in Knoxville. Let's begin this practice again in a very comfortable seated position, rolling our shoulders back, lowering them though at the same time. Maybe bring your hands to your knees, palms up, closing your eyes, and just focus on some deep breathing first. Exhaling, big exhales and big inhales. Think about as you're breathing, holding, maybe as you inhale, hold it for about 1 second, and then exhale. Come back, inhale again one more time, holding it 1 second after the inhale. And one more time, big inhale up. Take your right hand, take it behind your bottom. Like a kickstand, bring up your left hand, reach really high. And then slowly move your neck upward to look at that left hand. And then bring your head back down, neutral spine here. And then slowly, let's do a little bend to the right-hand side, exhaling. Keeping this arm in line here with your shoulders. And then coming back. Let's reverse it. Take your left hand, kickstand, behind your back. Hand goes up high, looking forward right now. Reach really high. Now, let's look up at that hand. Again, exhales can be through your nose or through your mouth. Bring your head back, neutral spine. Let's bend to the left. Exhaling on each stretch. And slowly come back up. Let's take both hands high. Reach up high. Exhale down, seated sun position, sun pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Elbows out. And let's slowly come off our bottom. We're going to come up to a mountain pose to start this practice. Spreading your feet, maybe shoulder, your hip width apart, maybe a little wider. You could point your toes a little bit outward if that's more comfortable. A little bit of a back bend, hands forward, tightening your core, looking up just slightly, breathe. And turn your palms inside here. Let's take a slight bend. Let's go into a few sunflowers here. So we're just crossing over our arms like this and then coming up high and crossing them again. Think about the position of your right hand as you do this. Keep your right hand closest to your body as you make these circles. Nice little plie, squat position as you come down. Exhale down. Inhale up. Feeling the warmth beginning to build in your upper body a little bit. And then come down to that sun pose, standing sun pose, as if you're feeling that warmth of the heat of the sun. Let's go back into our sunflowers. Again, this time, think about the position of your left hand as you come down. Keep the left hand inside these circles that you're making. Left hand inside. Beautiful. One more rotation and back to sun pose. And back to sun pose. Now bring your hands in. We're going to a chair position. I'm going to turn to the side. Chair position. As if you're sitting in a chair, keeping your back as straight as you can, coming down into a chair. Let's start with your hands at heart center. Again, this is chair position. Now bring your hands out. Palms facing in. Palms facing out. Oh, goodness. Yes. Rotation of those shoulders. Palms facing back in. Take the arms to the side, sweep back up, and come right back down to your chair again. Hands out, palms facing inside. This is the chair flow. Here we go, back up again. Sweep out those hands, squatting back down sort of into that chair. Bring your shoulders back a little bit. Don't be leaning so far forward, bring the shoulders back. Try to avoid leaning forward. Bring the shoulders back. You're sitting in a chair. Your back is against that chair. Here we go. Relax that out. Come back down one more time. Oh, yeah. This time we're going to a balancing chair. So what we're going to do, let's step back a little bit so you can see. Come up on your toes. Again on the side view. Heels off the floor, off the mat. Balancing chair. Ooh, feeling those. Tightness in the glutes now, tightness in the hamstrings. Quads activating. Heels back down, back into a flow. Exhale down, back to the chair. One more time, back up, back to chair. Balancing chair, come off the heels. Yeah. Let's bring your hands to heart center, hold that position. Breathe. Heels back down, regular chair. One more time, flow back up. Now to mountain, yes, back bend. Take your hands, lace them together. Chest expansion, forward fold with the hands going high, laced. Trying to drop the head to the space between your feet. Release the hands. And slowly rotate back up one vertebra at a time. Well done. Let's do a forward fold. Swan dive down to forward fold. Hands to the mat, to your ankles, to your shins, whatever is comfortable for you. Slight bend in the knees, dropping the head to the space between your feet. Beautiful. Halfway, come back up, monkey pose. Flattening the back, looking forward, straight ahead. Exhale, then back down. Forward fold again. Walk your hands up to the mat a little bit. Downward dog. Head comes between your hands, pushing our heels towards the bottom of them, to the floor or to the mat. Feeling that tightness in your calves a little bit. Let's release some of that tension. How do we do that? Bend, let's bend your right knee forward and then lower the left heel. Reverse it. Bend forward the left knee. Try to drop the right heel. And then let's alternate back. Right knee forward. Well done. Left knee forward. Back to regular down dog. Lower the knees to the mat. Hands go forward. And we're going to child's pose. Forehead comes to the mat. Elbows find their way down. Get as low as you can. Bring your big toes together. Push forward with your hands so you can push your bottom to your heels. This is child's pose. Slowly bring up your chest a little bit. Move your hands over to the left side of your mat. Slightly with a twist, turn your torso to the left, look underneath the left arm. Get a real nice extension of the right hand, a little bit farther up above your left hand. Get long in your right side. Breathe. Slowly come back, regular child's pose. Hands in front of the mat. Hands go high to the mat. Push the bottom back down. Get low. See if you can sink on the exhales. Slowly come up. Take your hands over to the right side of your mat. Get a little bit longer in your left. Get that left hand a little bit higher up in the mat. Twist your torso to the right. Look underneath your right arm. Sink your bottom back down. Slowly come back up. One more time, regular child's pose. Well done. Slowly come up. Keep your elbows down on the mat. We're going to dolphin. Bring your hips forward. Shoulders are a little bit above your elbows here, and then up we come. Bottom comes up. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's fine. Otherwise, straighten your legs. This is dolphin. Look at the mat. Neutral spine. Beautiful position. Bring the knees down. Let's go to child's pose again. And then we're going to stay here a few seconds and then come back up right to that dolphin position. So we're coming into a flow. Beautiful. Dolphin inhale. Exhale back into child's pose. Inhale to dolphin. Exhale to child's pose. One more time. Inhale to dolphin. Exhale to child's pose. And let's come up to table. So bring your shoulders directly above your hands this time. Directly above the hands. Okay. Shoulders above the hands. Knees a little bit wider apart than your hips. Let's do a couple of cats and cows. So we're going to exaggerate our back by, first for the cat, we're going to drop our chin to our chest, exaggerate our back position like a kitty cat. Suck that belly button in, engage your core, and then drop the hips forwards, bring your shoulders up, look to the ceiling into cow. This is cow. And let's flow back into cat. Inhale up. And then exhale to cow. Inhale back into cat. Exhale to cow. One more time. Inhale to cat. Exhale to cow. And back to table. Well done. Little spinal balance here. We're bringing that right hand up forward. Thumb is facing at the top of the ceiling. Thumb is high to the ceiling there. Bring up your left foot. Well done. About hip height. About the same height as your hand. Spinal balance. Let's try a little bit of an extra movement today. Let's bring about a 45-degree angle into both your foot and your hand. Just pull it back. Hand comes back, foot comes forward. Woo, feeling a little bit in that calf this morning. And come back. And let's reverse it. Relax just for a second. Move your hips side to side if you need to. Bring that left hand out, forward, thumb is up, and bring up the right foot. And when you're ready, turn it out. 45 degrees or farther, it's up to you. Your nice diagonal position here. And then rotate it back forward. Well done. Come back to tabletop. Come back up to downward dog. Tuck those toes under. Let's push up to downward dog. Beautiful. Bring your knees down to the mat. Now, bring your shoulders a little bit farther past your hands. Now we're into a kneeling plank. Again, your shoulders are past your hands now. Keep your elbows tight and inside your body. Lower yourself, kneeling crocodile. Look at the mat. Push up to cobra. Oh yeah, beautiful. We do that one more time. Come back to regular tabletop. And here we go. Bring the shoulders forward, kneeling plank. Kneeling plank. Here we go. Kneeling crocodile. Push up to cobra. And back to tabletop. Well done. Tuck your toes under. Back to downward dog. Back to downward dog.
This time, take your right foot out, about hip height. Keep your toes pointing to the mat. Don't flex them out. Keep the toes flat like this. Well done. Strength move. Take that right foot, bend your right knee, and bring that foot towards the back of your left leg. And stick it back out again, and then back to downward dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg comes up hip height. Bend that knee, put the right foot behind your right leg. Left foot behind the right leg. Looks like this. Extend it back out, back to regular downward dog. Let's walk that dog a little again. Alternate the bending of one knee and dropping the other heel. Again, as you bring the right knee forward, drop the left heel in reverse. Well done. This time, take the right foot back out. Lunge a little bit forward on those left toes. Bring that right knee to your chest. Hold that position, round your back. And then if you can, step that right foot up between your hands. Go into a lunge position. Strong back leg here. You're still on your left toes. Take your hands up to your knee. Rotate your shoulders back. Hands come to heart center. Oh yeah, this is lunge. Well done, guys. You're looking awesome. Since our right knees, make sure you can see your big toe beyond that right knee. That knee needs to be straight above the foot. Let's rotate to the right just a little bit, get a nice twist. Keeping your shoulders parallel to your hips. Can you pull that right shoulder a little bit farther back? And let's come back. Let's go into a high lunge. Hands go high, looking forward, neutral spine first. Now slowly take your gaze to the hands. Yes, high lunge. Strong back leg. Bring your hands together, palms together, bring it down, heart center. Well done. Frame the foot, right foot with both hands, step back into downward dog. Walk the dog if you need to. Left foot comes out. Again, hip height. Lunge a little bit forward, your shoulders above your hands. Ooh, tightening that core. Now round your back, bring the knee in, left knee comes in. Popping up on your right toes. Step the left foot between your hands. Well done. We're coming to the lunge on the left side here. Strong back leg. Take your time. Slowly hands trace up that left leg, comes up, hands to heart center. Torso straight, looking at that side wall. Let's do a slight twist to the left. Oh yeah. Bringing that left shoulder back. Beautiful pose. And then slowly coming back, neutral position. Let's go high lunge, shall we? Hands come up. Keep looking forward to the wall, neutral spine. Then let's rotate and look up. Head comes back down, neutral spine. Hands together, back to heart center. Frame that left foot with both hands, step back, downward dog. Walk that dog. Going to plank position, regular plank position. Shoulders come above the hands. You are on your toes. Be the board, be the plank, stiffen up that body. Suck in that belly button. Here we go, chaturanga. Keep the elbows inside, come down to crocodile. Push up, upward facing dog. If you need to drop your knees to cobra, feel free. A few more seconds. Push up, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Back to regular plank. Looking at the mat, neutral spine. Spread those hands, fingers on the hands. Firm foundation there. Here we go, keep the elbows in. Crocodile. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Well done. This time, kick the right foot back out again. Right knee comes into the chest, round the back. Popped up on those left toes. Step the right foot forward. This time, bring the left foot up a little bit. Turn that left foot to the outside. Flatten your foot to the mat, going into warrior. Take your time, slowly letting the hands come up the body. Turning the torso to face the wall. Hands come up really high. Strong back leg. Left foot is flat to the mat. It's turned outward. Making sure we can see our big toe beyond that right knee. Reach high. Look forward right now. Now slowly turn your head. Let's look up. Warrior one. Bring your head back down. Windmill your hands. Warrior two position. Check the height of your left and your right hand. Check that the right knee didn't track in. Pull it back if it tracked in. Make sure that left foot is flat on the mat. Lunge a little bit forward. Oh yeah. Warrior two. Keeping that bend in the right knee. Drop your left arm. You can come to your left thigh or behind your back. Reach up high. Reverse warrior. Slowly draw your gaze to that right hand. Bring your head back down. Warrior two. Lunge forward just a little bit. Keep that bent. Forward knee. Here we go. Side angle. Windmill your hands. Rotate. Stack your shoulders. Drop your hand towards that right foot. Couple of options. I like the back of my hand against the shin. If you need to turn the hand to grab your ankle or your shin, that's fine. But try not to use too much pressure. All the strength here is on your left arm and your left shoulder. This should be relaxed. The right should be very relaxed. This is extended side angle. Looking to the side. If you'd like to try a little bit of a neck movement, look up to that left hand. You don't have to, but you could try. Look up at that left hand, back down. Bring the left arm forward. So your left hand is making a beautiful diagonal line from the left hand right here all the way to your left foot. Turn your head, look to the side, bring that left shoulder back. Trying to keep our shoulders on the same plane of your hips. Beautiful. Back to regular side angle, stacking the shoulders. Rotate back up one more time. Lunge forward, look over the right index finger. Warrior two. This time, straighten out that front leg. Here we go, triangle pose. Stack the shoulders. Again, if you need to use a block or a pillow or anything to support your right hand, that's fine. You do not have to touch the mat. If you want to, turn your neck, look at that left hand. Oh yeah. Bring the left shoulder back. Strong back leg. Extended triangle. Frame your head with your hands. Rotate that left shoulder back. Oh yeah. Your left glute and your right quad are just screaming, I know. Here we go, back to regular triangle. Beautiful extension here. Rotate back up, bend that knee back into warrior two, yeah. And bring the hands in. Let's turn your right foot to match your left foot, pointing to the side wall here. Slowly bending forward, taking your hands to the space between your feet. Bending your elbows slightly. You can bend your knees too, just slightly. Drop the head between the space. of your hands. On every exhale, see how far you can drop. Let's reverse our hands. They're pointed behind the back, to the back wall. This time, drop and stretch our forearms. Sinking on every exhale. And bring your hands back. Slide those hands over to your right foot. Twist your torso so the chest is over the right knee. Straighten out the left leg. Drop your head to your knee. Slowly come back to the center again. Exhale, let's drop our head. See if we can get this forehead just a little bit closer to the mat. Slowly come back up. Now shift the hands to the left foot. Twist the torso. Chest is over the left knee. Straighten the right leg. Sink and exhale. Slowly come back to the center. One more time. Hands forward. Bring the hands up a little bit forward. If you can, let's try to get your elbows closer to the mat. If this is difficult, you don't have to do this, but a little bit of a strength move. Bring your elbows down to the mat. Neutral spine, looking at the mat. And then bring the hands closer to the space between your feet. Bring your hands to your hips, slowly coming back up. Bring your feet back together, mountain pose. Back bend, palms forward. Oh yeah. And coming back, go into a forward fold position, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway, come back up, monkey pose, flatten the back, look forward. Dropping back to forward fold. Walk your hands up, downward dog. Push those heels close to the mat. Oh yeah. Back to plank. Let's do a chaturanga. Elbows in, crocodile position on your toes, shoulders above your hands, push up, upward facing dog. Looking up to the ceiling, push to downward facing dog. This time, take your left foot out, hip height. Bring the shoulders a little bit closer to your hands on your right toes. Bring the left knee into your chest. Hold it on your right toes. Arching that back a little bit. Left foot between the hands. Bring your right foot up. Turn the foot to the outside. 45-degree angle or whatever it's comfortable for you. Here we go. Warrior one on the other side. Here we go. Relax. Just bring your body, your hands up. Rotate those hips so they're forward to the side wall. Check that the big foot is there above that knee. Hands go high. First looking to the side. Now looking to your hands. Warrior one. Make sure the right foot is flat to the mat. If it keeps pulling up, adjust your foot position. Windmill your hands to warrior two. Keep those shoulders in line with your hips, looking over the left index finger. Beautiful. Now relax your right arm and your right hand. Bring the left hand up, extension high. Maybe bring the right hand behind your waist. Look up when you're ready. Take your time, slowly look up at that left hand. And here we go, back to warrior two. Well done. Shoulders in line with your hips here. If that left knee tracked in a little bit, pull it back out. Side angle, here we go. I'm gonna reverse my body position, side angle, here we go. Stack the shoulders, keep the bend in that front knee. Pull that right shoulder back. Oh, yeah. That's beautiful. And here we go. Extended side angle. Bring the right hand forward. Make sure that shoulder doesn't come out. Pull it back. Slowly windmill yourself back into your warrior two. Looking over the left index finger. See that big toe over past your left knee. Strong back foot and leg. This time, straighten that front leg. Here we go, triangle. Stacking your shoulders. Options on that left hand, grabbing your ankle or just gently touching that ankle or shin. I like the back side so I can open up my shoulders, stack them. Extended triangle coming up if you want to try. Here we go. Frame that head. Rotate that right shoulder back. Beautiful. Back to regular triangle. And back to warrior two one more time. Drop the hands to the hips, rotate the left foot. Same, this time you might be facing the other wall. Here we go, hands on hips, forward fold. Slight bend of the elbow. Let's bring your right hand forward, your left hand behind it, cross, and then drop your forehead. See how far we can drop, hinging on your hips. Now reverse it, bring your left hand over to bring your left hand above the right and cross them this way, the alternate way, and then drop your head. Left hand higher than the right hand. Bring the hands to the space between your feet first. Rotate the hands backward so they're coming backward. Drop the exhale, stretch the forearms. Rotate the hands around. Take the right hand behind the right ankle, left hand behind the left ankle. Shift your weight, stretching out the left leg. Shift your weight to the right side. Then shift back to the left, straightening on your right. One more time, back to the right. And one more time, back to the left. Well done. And back to neutral position. One more time. Bring your elbows against your shins. And here, let's sink a little bit again. Get that forehead low as we can. And then slowly we're climbing up. Take your hands to your hips. And again, as we did before, walk those feet back together. Mountain pose, hands out, chest high, but lower, this little bit of a back bend. Let's do another chest expansion. I think it'll be awesome for it. Take your hands, lace them behind you, bending at your hips. Maybe bring your feet out a little bit past your hips with hinging at your hips. Hands go high. Drop your forehead towards the space between your feet. Exhale. Chest expansion. Beautiful. And let's slowly come back up. Release your hands, slowly coming up. Well done. It's time for some balancing work. Let's do some trees. We'll start on our right leg, supporting ourselves with our balance. Again, it's very good to spread your right toes. Make sure you've got a firm foundation on that right foot. Spread the toes. Bring your shoulders back a little bit. Let's start with your hands and heart center. Just slowly bring up your left foot and let's just relax that ankle. So we're not really doing the tree yet. We're just trying to get our body and our core activated a little bit to support the weight. Releasing any tension. If whatever direction you rotated the ankle, reverse it. And come back down. Now spread your left toes, going to the other side. And when you're ready, hands, heart, center. Just bring up the right foot, rotate that ankle. Oh yeah, make sure your hips are in alignment with the mat. They're not tilted.
telling our core muscles, get ready to work hard for us to hold our balance. Balance equals core. And drop. Okay, so we're going to start our tree on the right side this time. Again, spread your right toes as much as you can. Take your time in getting this left leg up. So what I usually like to do is let's start with our hands at heart center and then just slowly shift and slowly bring that foot straight up. Keep those hips, again, parallel to the mat, and then slowly take that left foot when you're ready to your leg, right leg. As I've always said, do not put that foot against your knee. Keep it below your knee or above your knee, but not on your knee. Make sure your torso is forward. Bring your hands out a little bit, palms facing out. If you can, slowly let's take the hands up high. High branches here. Strong tree. Coming down into goalpost, bending the elbows here. Let's try something funky today. Keep the right hand where it is, drop the left one. Oh yes, you look like an Egyptian. Come back up the goalpost, drop the right, keep the elbow bent. Back to goalpost, wasn't that fun? Back to heart center. And release, well done. Take a break. Relax your shoulders, here we go. Next time, left foot, get those toes spread, hands at heart center. Slowly shifting our weight onto the left foot. Take your time, maybe bring the foot straight up first, bring that knee up, then bring it over very gently. Yeah, that works. Hands come out, palms out forward, facing forward. When you're ready, take your time. Here we go. High branches going high. Oh, yeah. And then slowly coming down to goalpost again. Yeah. Gonna play our same game a little bit. This time, drop your right hand. Left hand stays up. Keep the elbow bent. And bring the right hand back up, goalpost. This time, pivot and drop the left. Right palm out, left palm facing behind you. Bring that left hand back up. Bring the palms together, heart center. Awesome job today. Beautifully done. Well done, guys. And release. Oh, yeah, you deserve a mountain pose. Here we go. Palms forward. Palms forward. A little bit of a back bend, looking up high. And let's go to a dancer's pose for a little bit more balance work. So this time what we're gonna do, we're gonna balance on the left, all right? So spread your left toes again, left foot, looking forward, neutral spine, looking straight forward. Find a focal point that you can fix on without moving your head. Maybe take your left hand out a little bit off to the side, not straight forward, maybe off to an angle. Reach and slowly bring up that right ankle. Find it. Maybe you need to grab your shin rather than the ankle, that's fine. Bring the knee a little bit in and then lunge forward. This is dancer's pose. Bringing that right foot up high. Beautiful. And releasing. And let's go to the other side. This time, right foot is going to be doing all the work, okay? So again, take your right hand out forward, maybe bring it a little bit out to the outside, to the right there. Palm could be facing up or down. It's up to you. It just depends on what's comfortable for you. Then slowly bring up that left ankle. Lunge a little bit forward. Looking at that focal point. Beautiful. And let's come back and release. Well done with that. That was awesome. So let's windmill our hands back into a forward fold position.
dropping your head to the space between your feet. Halfway up, monkey pose. Flatten the back. And back to forward fold. Walk your hands up. Let's go to downward dog. Let's walk that dog. Yeah, let's walk it a little bit. I'm gonna chaturanga. Yeah, let's go to plank. Shoulders come past the hands. You're on your toes now. Elbows in. Here we go. Crocodile. Upward facing dog or cobra. If your knees need to come down, it's fine. Push to downward facing dog. Well done. Let's bring your knees down. And stay on those knees. Come up high. Make fists with your hands. Let's do a camel. Position of your fist is right there at your waist, just above your tailbone. Slowly keeping your hips in here. Slowly dropping and hinging on your shoulders behind you, looking up. This is a beautiful stretch. More advanced move, release your hands to your heels if you can find them. Keep your chest high. Slowly come back up. Well done. Go to staff position. So this time, bring your feet out forward. This is staff. Toes are pointing to the ceiling. Hands come outside. Sun pose, seated sun pose here. Feeling those rays of sun. And then we're going to do a forward fold. Bring your hands forward towards your feet. Or your shins, or whatever you find on the way down. Exhale down. Bringing that head close to your legs. And slowly coming back up. Spread straddle now this time. Rotate your torso so that your chest is pointed at your right knee. Hands come out, forward fold this time. Drop your forehead to your right knee. Letting the hands fall wherever they like. If they can reach your feet, that's awesome. They don't have to. Keep those legs flat to the mat the best you can. And slowly release. Here we go. Twist your torso to the other side. Hands come out so we can hinge and forward fold towards the left foot. And slowly come back up. Let's glue our feet together into our butterfly pose. Imagine you had Velcro. Then you could stick the bottom of your feet together. Lace those fingers. Make a cup those hands around your feet. Bend the elbows out, sink on an exhale, dropping your top of your head to your toes. Slowly coming back up again. This time, bring your knees together. Bring your knees together. Rock back a little bit. Bring those feet up, holding your hands underneath your knees. This is a modification of boat. If you'd like to try full boat, bring the hands out. Straighten your legs. Oh, yeah. If you need the knee bend, that's fine. But if you'd like to try, straighten them out. Boat pose. And again, let's go back to the butterfly position one more time. Lacing the fingers, round the toes, bending the elbows, dropping our forehead. Slowly coming back up. Let's go back to staff position. This time you're going to bend that right knee forward to your body, bringing that right foot closer. Left foot is relaxed, but the toes of your left foot are pointing to the ceiling. Take your right hand, kickstand it behind your body. This time you're going to take your left forearm and hug that right knee. twisting and turning, looking to the side. And then slowly look towards the right shoulder. Beautiful spinal twist here in a seated position. And release it. This time, bring the left knee up. Left knee comes high to the chest, close to the chest here. Relax your right foot. Left hand kickstands behind your body. Right forearm hugs that left knee. And here we go, twisting to the left. You can look towards the left too. If that's too much on your neck, you can just look to the side, your choice. Anytime your neck extensions don't like those extreme positions, don't do it. And let's come back. Just a slight modification of what we did. This time bring the right knee back up, but this time take that right foot and cross it over on the other side of your left knee. Do the same thing we did before. Take the left forearm. Right hand goes back. A little bit more of an intense twitch. Look towards your right shoulder here. And slowly come back. Well done. One more time on the other side. Bring the left knee towards your chest. Relax the right foot. Now help yourself by helping that left foot over the right knee. Yeah. Here we go. Take that right forearm. Hug that left knee in. Left hand kickstands. Look to the left. And slowly come back. Well done. Let's go to that incline climb position. So this time, bring your hands, starting from staff position, which is staff. This is staff. We're going to bring our hands behind our hips, and here we go. Bring our hips high to the ceiling, balancing on your heels, looking straight up. Incline plank. See if you can go a little bit higher today. Straightening out those arms. Yeah. And let's drop and relax and go back to that one more time when you're ready. Push back up. Oh, yeah. And bring your bottom down. This time, bring the knees up. Going to an inverted table position. Bring those feet a little bit closer to your bottom. Now push up and make an inverted table. Bring those hips really high, looking straight up to the ceiling. Inverted table. Beautiful. Trying to keep our knees directly above your feet, okay? So you really do look like a table. And then slowly drop our bottom. This time we're going all the way down to the mat. And we're gonna go to a bridge position. So this time your hands are next to your hips. Bring those knees back up and then push your hips back up this time, getting onto your shoulders. This is a bridge position. If you want more of an intense stretch here, take and lace your fingers, lace them together, put them underneath. Get higher on those shoulders, yeah. Slowly come back down. If you'd like to try a one-legged bridge here, bring that left foot up high. And you can have a little bit of a bend of this knee if you need to. It doesn't have to be a straight leg here. Keep your hands to your hips, push up one more time, yeah. Beautiful. And come back down. Well done. All right, this time we're gonna reverse it. Take the right foot up. And push those feet up, yeah. And slowly come back down. Let's bring those knees to your chest a little bit. Rock side to side. Rock side to side. We're going to do a little inversion here. Let's do our legs to the ceiling inversion. So I need you to make a triangle with your hands like this. And then take that triangle underneath your tailbone, your lower back here, and hands and with those hands supporting the lower part of your back, feet go straight up. Beautiful inversion here. Let's Bring your feet out a little bit, relax it. If you need a little bend in the knee, that's fine. Bring your feet back in. Let's do a little scissor action. Bring the right foot towards you, the left foot behind you. Oh, yeah. Back to neutral. Bring the left foot forward. Make sure your toes are pointed to the side wall and not the ceiling. Isn't that awesome? Back together. And let's release that triangle position there. Keep this your bottom on the mat. Take your hands up, grab the outside of your feet. I'm going to turn so that you can see it a little bit clearer. Outside the feet here. Happy baby or bed bug. Bring the knees a little bit closer to your body. Maybe rock side to side. Beautiful. And let's slowly bring our knees back in again. And let's push that right foot out and bring both your hands around your left knee. Bring your head to that left knee, little abdominal work here. Options here, of course, you can have the right foot up or on the mat, your choice. And let's reverse it. Now grab the right knee. Again, options on the left foot, your choice. On the floor, left knee, left foot or above. Now, see if you can get a little bit closer to that knee. And one more time, knees to chest. And this time, rock back up, seated position here. Back to all fours. Let's go to child's pose. And let's come up a little bit here. Tabletop, and then keeping your elbows in, let's go all the way down to the floor. This time we're going to go right to Superman. So what we're going to do is you're going to keep your neutral spine by looking at the mat. Bring your hands and your feet up above the mat, about the same height, maybe about 6 inches. This is Superman. Now, one thing we haven't done before in this position, I'll turn so you can see all of me there, is we're going to fly. This time to fly, we bring our hands and feet up slightly and then down. So we're pulsing. And when you do this, you're stretching and releasing your core. Feel that. Inhale up, exhale out. Feel that core. Beautiful. And come back down, relax. Let's come up to Cobra. Come up really high. Extending our shoulders up really high. Oh yes, beautiful back then. Looking up to the ceiling. And let's come back down. Let's do a little bit of a bow position. So you're going to take your right hand this time and your right arm and let your right arm come directly parallel with your hips. And you're going to put your forehead down on that right hand, reach back with your left hand and grab your left foot. Bring that left foot a little bit closer to your glutes. And release, take the left hand. Bring that left arm parallel to your hips. Drop your forehead to that left forearm. Reach back with your right hand. Grab the right foot. And if you can this time, holding onto the right foot, let's reach back and grab your left foot. Oh yeah, There we go. There's a bow position. Wrapped up like a beautiful bow. Bring up the chest higher if you want. Maybe you want to try to rock a little bit. And bringing your knees down, relax, well done. Push back up to cobra. And coming up a little higher, let's go one more child's pose. You've earned it. One more child's pose. And we're heading into Savasana. So slowly come up. Reverse your body position so that you can lay flat on the mat, starting in staff position, and then slower, just lowering your body. Feet come wider than your hips, toes pointed up, palms facing the ceiling. Looking up high to the ceiling, maybe raise your chin a little bit, and then just focus on your breathing. Releasing the rest of the tension of your body. Stay here as long as you care to or need to. And when you're ready, slowly turn to either your left side or your right side. I'm going to turn to my left today. Use one of the appropriate arm that's on the mat here to be your pillow. Bring your knees up high to your chest. Breathing inhales and exhales very deeply. And then slowly taking your time, coming up to the mat on your seated position that's most comfortable for you, staff or cross-legged, whatever it is. What a wonderful practice today. Here's a little positive quote from Josephine Rathbone today. If we could learn how to balance rest against effort, calmness against strain, quiet against turmoil, we would assure ourselves of joy in living and psychological health for life. Again, that was Josephine Rathbone. So thank you guys for practicing today. One more time. Hands, palms up on your knees, closing your eyes. 3 inhalations and exhalations. Open your eyes, reaching high, palms facing inside, slowly turning your neck to look at those hands, bringing the palms together, and then looking those palms into your heart. Namaste. Again, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.